Alright, so welcome back to the channel. If you made it here, I don't know how you did that, but once again, I was watching this during my break, you feel me, while I was working, and as Destiny gets heated with girls and guests on Fresh and Fit featuring SNEAKO, and I just wanted to go through the main topics. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I'm gonna go through some of them right now and explain my thought process going through this. You feel me? A lot of stuff that they say doesn't relate to most men, but you feel me? It is what it is. Let's go through it.
Wait,
Um,
32?
All right,
yes.
this is just
Oh,
them
sorry, on my side,
introducing
okay.
themselves. Girls introducing themselves. I'm gonna skip to this one. Is liking bikini photos on social media okay? And I'm gonna just
Social
say
media.
I think if he
before they start saying this stuff, you feel me? This part I did watch some of this. Liking bikini pictures is not cheating. You feel me? It's not. You feel me? Even if your girl is that's wild if your girl's doing it, you feel me? But even if your girl's doing it, it's not technically cheating in my personal opinion, you feel me? Cheating is if you DM someone, you feel me? If you actively go out of your way to message someone, that's when you starting on the path of cheating, you feel me? But otherwise, you good, you feel me? So
he's in a relationship, it's just disrespectful. So yes, I
it's
think so.
disrespectful.
Okay.
Let's just say
What about
that. It
you?
might be a little disrespectful
middle?
depending
Um,
on, you know.
I feel like it's probably okay at a certain point, but as
Especially
long
don't
as
do it in
there's
front of
not
her face. That's
contact,
wild disrespectful.
then it's fine. Like everybody's gonna like people's pictures.
Okay,
It's
so
completely
you're cool with it.
Yeah,
Alright. Okay.
it's
Exactly,
Instagram.
like-
That's what it's made for.
Social media.
So two
It's
girls are
literally
okay with
what
it.
social media is
Okay.
made for.
I think it depends on like the relationship between the two also.
Yeah.
Right,
Mm.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say for me, I'm gonna go.
Relationship does add context. If there's a prior relationship and you like it, say if that's like your ex and you liking her picture on social media and your girl finds out, that could be some complications right there. Cause you're like, yeah, that could be a problem. It's not cheating necessarily. I wouldn't consider it cheating, but your girlfriend might look at it differently and vice versa. You feel me? So I could understand if someone thinks that's cheating, but it's liking pictures is different from actually contacting the person and actively trying to cheat. You feel me? There's a difference.
Cheating just because if you wouldn't be okay with me posting it, like if you wouldn't want me posting it for other guys to see, I feel like you shouldn't be liking other girls' pictures that you wouldn't want me posting.
Mm.
So I feel like I'm gonna say that's cheating. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. All right.
Absolutely not.
You don't think it's cheating?
No.
Okay. What about you?
At the end of the day, it's just pictures. It's the same as if you saw a person on the street and you feel me? You liked what they had on. You double tap. Yes, they do get a notification, but more than likely, you're not contacting them. They're not contacting you. If they do contact you now and you reply, you respond, or vice versa, then I could understand where people might say some cheating, you know, some cheating shit. But let's move on from this because I want to get through this. This is a long ass stream. It was like 3 hours. Let's see this. One-ended relationships.
That if we are polling
Sleeper
about
press.
our level, whatever we determine our levels to be. So for you, it might be like youth attractiveness or helps you get
Just
coffee or whatever.
compatibility.
Not just compatibility.
That's
more,
mainly what, if we get along, that's what's most important. It
Well,
doesn't
that's
really
what's most
matter what
important,
her
then-
job is and everything like that. If we get along and we like each other, that's the most important thing.
Well,
I
that's
think
good for you,
that's
that's
like
fine, but I
open
just-
communication.
That should be the most important thing. Getting along, you feel me? The vibe, how you feel about the person. That's really what relationships should be.
Communication, you know, that's like having clear boundaries and respect with your partner. Like everybody's going to be different, right? Every single one of us is different. So if
That's
you're with
facts.
somebody, you need to have like that conversation on what they're comfortable with, what you're comfortable with. It's got
Yeah, no, we have.
like,
and we're
yeah.
comfortable. It's open for me, closed for
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
I mean, if it works for you, then I
But
mean, go
I
for
don't
it.
understand like what the level thing has to do with in your respect thing.
Because in my estimation, if I see a one-ended open relationship, then somebody there is way out of their bounds, and that's the reason why they would hold on.
What Destiny is saying right here is accurate. You feel me? What it really is, if you have a one-ended open relationship, someone in there is holding more power than the other person, you feel me? Because realistically, it would be just a regular open relationship. You feel me? Most men or most women, like regular people, not these people up here, because they're not regular people. You feel me? Most of them are YouTubers, whatever. Most people are not YouTubers, blah blah blah. So they're not regular people in my eyes. You feel me? Regular people is not going for that. Most female are not going for that unless they like bi or something. And most guys definitely not going for that. You feel me? If it's open ended on one side, is a control thing. You feel me? You have more power than that other person, or they benefit somehow out of being with you, which is the reason why they stuck with you. Because if they had the choice, they would not be choosing an open-ended relationship. Either that or you manipulated them. You feel me? Most people are not doing that. Let me not say that, because not everyone is gonna get manipulated. Some people actually probably just, you know, go with it. But I don't think, like, once again, I don't want to generalize too much, but most people are not rocking with that. You feel me? Most men are not rocking with that. And SNEAKO's situationship or whatever the fuck he got going on, you feel me, is because he's SNEAKO. You feel me? It's because he got clout. It's because he's YouTube. If he had none of this, his shorty would not be with him. You feel me? And that goes for most niggas. You feel me? Unless she started with you from the bottom when you had nothing. You feel me? Then for most niggas, if you went back to zero, she wouldn't be with you. She would be gone. She would be with someone else. And that is more than likely the case with SNEAKO's girl. You feel me? Although you could say maybe they have this connection or emotional connection now where that's not the case. But once again, that's a lot of assumptions. And I don't want to make too many assumptions. You feel me? That's not my cup of tea. Assumptions and generalizations, people make broad statements and it's just not accurate. You feel me? It's not accurate.
Onto it. That's what I would normally do.
Or to just put it.
Yeah, but one.
But SNEAKO has the power. You feel me? He has the power in the relationship, and that's the reason she's okay with it. You feel me? Because most people would not be okay with that, and that's where Destiny is going with this. Because if she was on his level, if she had a YouTube and she was successful, blah blah blah, and she was like on his level, she would not be okay with that for the most part, unless you get manipulated crazy. Because like I said, most females would not be with that. So
why would you?
Once again, he said he trained her. I remember watching a blog where he said he trained her. You feel me? Which means she was not okay with this at first. But then he convinced her into being okay with it, which is what most niggas do when they trying to manipulate their girlfriend into, you know, if they were trying to manipulate their girlfriend into a situation like this, most niggas would, you feel me, break them down. You feel me? Train them like they don't know nothing. You feel me? She's young. You feel me? Lack of experience and certain shit and not knowing, you end up in certain situations. You feel me?
Only
because a lot of women like to be held down by one man and like to feel protected and that she's safe with them.
No shot. No shot.
That a woman wants to be protected and
not while her man is out other women. Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I mean,
unless you're pulling, if you're Leonardo DiCaprio, because you're Leonardo DiCaprio, you can do it. But if you're 99% of people listening, sure. But like the only way you can do this.
Yeah, if you're wild successful, you can easily do this. Even if you're not wild successful, you only have to be like mildly successful. If you pull in more than 6 figures, or like not more than if you pull in more than like 200,000 a year, you could probably get away with doing something like this. Because especially with shorties who don't have nothing, you feel me? It basically is just a power struggle. The lesser she is, the more likely she is to agree with this, because she knows that you got the bag. You feel me? And that's a shorty that's not gonna love you for real though. You feel me? That's more like a gold. It's like she might like you for a minute, but she don't really love you, because you feel me? All she sees, she respects you off of what you have. You feel me? It's not you as an individual. And that's not a relationship you really want to be in, to be honest with you. When you control someone with power, it's like, it's fake. You feel me? It's fake. It's fake.
If you're pulling somebody that's way, way, way less than what you could.
Why don't you try to be Leonardo DiCaprio, man?
Because I don't want to be like. Because I don't want to date random fucking people.
Half of us would be
I dump it.
Why would I want to be someone else? Come on now. Come on now. I want to be myself. Why you trying to what? Alright. This is some wild Miami
freaking
shit.
out. Like it's
See
not
what
going
they
to be
say.
okay.
It's totally okay. What are you? This is some wild Miami.
Most people
No,
can't
no, hold
But
on.
if you're not-
if
if
your
you don't have
partner's
the-
out fucking somebody else, it's totally okay to be a little freaked out by that. That's a totally normal
But,
human reaction.
what I'm saying is like when I was out in Vegas, you have
is.
those types of couples that are actually totally okay with it.
Just on the
And
one
then-
side, on the
No,
one.
like it's
When there's
like
only
straight
one
up.
guy, there's only one
just a
hooking
guy.
up with
Like-
girls.
These are variables because regular people is not okay with that. You feel me? Once again, these are outliers.
Your wife here, right? I'm just curious.
Uh-huh.
So when she is with somebody else, you don't feel a type of way about it?
Usually, if we're doing something, we'll have it like planned at the same time. So if I'm traveling somewhere in like a week or two, she'll make plans, I'll make plans. So we're both with somebody at different times.
Okay, let's say
That's
he's with
interesting.
somebody. Do you feel a way about it at all?
No.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right. So
But, like that isn't. So let's say you go on a trip, but you're at home.
We'll
But I'm
usually
not
try
at
to
home.
plan.
I'm traveling out
Yeah.
somewhere else too.
So like because he's gonna go do his thing, you're gonna have to plan your own thing also. So that's not as organic then, isn't it? Or you
No,
don't
it's
care?
back and forth. If I say, "Hey, I'm gonna go see someone," he usually sees someone. Or
Like when
the
you're
other way
big,
around.
when you're
So
like big and like the Twitch
So it's back and forth. It's like if you see someone, then I'm going to see someone, then you might do. You feel me? So I understand what it's like fair. You feel me? They playing it fair.
world, you've got like a million girls
yeah,
or
because
guys
that's
hitting
like
you up
what works for
constantly.
you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you guys feel like there's any depth in that relationship?
With the other people or with
I
us?
don't mean in a disrespectful way at all. Like
Between us or with other people?
with you two.
Yeah, of course.
Like in what way though?
So this girl is the reason why I even wanted to react to this, cause she make TikTok videos and a lot of shit she be saying very much correlates to like what red pill like YouTubers be saying. You feel me? And I thought that was interesting because you never really see a female saying word for word what they be saying. Of course, there's a few, but like she's really blown up on TikTok right now because of that.
Like
I mean,
how
we live
like, for
together, we
example,
travel
like, what
together,
I
we
mean
do
when I
all like
say
the
that.
gay relationship stuff. Like,
It's
yeah,
all the
like, you
business
want
for her,
kids,
though.
cooking,
Wait,
She
do you
really
think,
just trying to
do you
get
think
a
the
bag.
relationship is just about sex?
No.
So
Absolutely not.
what else is it?
I'm saying like if let's say a monogamous relationship, a woman has her roles, a guy has his roles. There's some form of 50-50, but it's not financial. And I would have to say like my 50 fulfills things that he can't do or he doesn't want to do. So if you're both doing the same things, I'm just curious on how you progress in that. Like how is there going to be depth in that where we're both doing the same thing?
I think we're both doing almost the exact same thing. Like she makes a ton of money at her job on
Yeah.
Twitch. She's got a ton
Yeah.
of subs and
Yeah,
everything. Like
money
we
is
both,
one thing, but-
we both clean the house. She's not
We
like
both
my
do the same
maid.
stuff, it's
Like we
equal.
do, yeah, we
so
do like everything.
my
in there.
question with that is
They're equal. I don't see where she's trying to go with the depth thing because that has nothing to do with like what she's asking about. Like them having sex with other people has nothing to do with the depth in their relate. Like it can affect it because like once again, because most people don't do shit like that, and that'll horribly disfigure your relationship. You feel me? That'll break relationships apart. So in terms of depth, in that case, you feel me? It would completely destroy that, even if y'all had that depth. You feel me? However you want to describe that, because it's kind of vague. You feel me? Only you and your partner know how deep you're technically going, because people are on different levels mentally. So like, what you might consider deep is not what someone else considers deep. You feel me? So like, it's a very vague question, and that's more like they can tell you whether they consider their relationship to be deep or not. You may not consider it deep, but like once again, it's very subjective.
the problem with, in my opinion, for two people having the same thing is like, let's say you don't hold up your end on one part, but you can do it. And after a while, you don't do it. Don't you just feel like, all right, fuck this. I don't really want this anymore. Next. As opposed to, let's say like you cook his favorite dish and he doesn't cook at all. And you're like, I can't lose her. She's like my favorite dish cooker. I can't lose her at all. So I just feel like there's a form of like, I need you in my life, not in a toxic way. It's almost like your parents, like no one can replace your parents. So when you have two people that are equal to that extent, it's almost, there's no liability. There's almost like, you cut me, I'm gonna cut you back. If you're cool, I'm cool. But like, to what extent? There's no depth, in my opinion. I'm just saying.
I don't think she necessarily means depth right there. Maybe she was going for what she really should have said is like boundaries, because what they're doing is going back and forth, which is what she said right there. You cut me, I cut you back. Like there's no like clear like guidelines I could say, but once again, they know their guidelines. They know what they, you feel me? She just doesn't know because she's not in their relationship.
Like, what if you meet another Twitch person that has like blue hair and does almost the exact same thing, but like one top notch,
so I know
You could say that with anyone, bro. That's very vague. Once again, weird question. Like any relationship, you could say, what if you meet someone exactly like her, but she's just a little bit better? You gonna leave your girlfriend? Or...
understand what you're saying.
Some people
let me
would.
try to phrase
Some
what you're saying, then you can tell me if I
people gonna lie and
understand.
say
So
they wouldn't, but
you're
some
looking at
people would.
relationships where
Some people
both
wouldn't.
ends are unequal in some way, such that one person is like satisfying a huge deficit of another person. So you might have a husband that I'm making stuff up. Like you really want the house painted, the gutters cleaned, and he can do that really well. You
Yeah.
can't do that at all. But you are like an awesome cook. You can
Yeah.
do like a ton of stuff around the house, and then you guys have that type of
Right.
relationship. I
You
understand
share
that. I respect that. I think it's really
responsibilities.
cool if people have
That's
relationships that work
basically
that
what
way.
it is.
Me personally, I don't like that kind of relationship. Like I'm
For
looking
like
for somebody
forever.
forever. I like people that are like on my level for everything I want to do. Like if I
How
want
old
to
are
record,
you? Do you mind me asking?
33.
So you can see yourself flying and fucking strangers up to like 40, 50, 60. Like that doesn't
I
bother
mean,
you?
I don't know how long.
I don't care too much about that. Single mom is more disadvantaged than single dads. Without a doubt, single moms are more disadvantaged than single dads. Without a doubt. If you're a single mom, it's almost game over for you, bro. Like I'm not gonna cap unless you like really like got your shit together as a single mom. Like you amazing. Like most niggas not going for that, you feel me? Some people will. Once again, they will if you're really amazing. You're an amazing person, like personality, like you got everything in lock, like you got work in lock, you got your kid in lock, you on your shit. That's the only way it's gonna work as a single mom. If you lacking anywhere as a single mom, that's a detriment to you finding a new partner. Cause you feel me? As a single mom, it's very hard. You feel me?
When your guy could walk out and knock up another girl, what is
100%.
secure about that?
Well, I told you the having the house, the
That
last
doesn't
name,
keep
the
you from
children.
knocking up another girl. Last name doesn't keep you from knocking up another girl.
That's
The
true,
children, right?
That's true. But here's the thing: that guy is going to be heavily punished if he leaves you because we live in, obviously.
Well, hold on, no.
Family
The
courts
woman
favor
is
women.
punished. Yeah, favors women to keep the kids.
Oh my gosh.
Of course.
No. But the guy.
Hold on. No,
Hold on,
you don't really.
The guy's only disadvantage in the fact that he may have to pay child support. That's the only thing. You feel me? Other than that, relationship wise and like other shit like that, a guy's not really disadvantaged because like he don't even really gotta tell you that he has a kid if you really don't want to. Of course you might find out about child support, but he could honestly not even tell you and you would probably never even know. You feel me? It'd probably take you a while to find out.
really believe this. A single mom is way more than a single guy.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
100%.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
What?
They're
So-
trying to fight it.
You were just talking about finances.
Is this new?
Single fathers get
Nah,
Well, let me address that. Let me address that because I see
They can get fucked financially. They don't always get fucked financially. You feel me?
I see the argument he's making. He's saying like, well, you'll make her a single mom, and that sucks. My argument is that there's a reason why the phrase "it's cheaper to keep her" exists, because most guys will stay in the relationship with the girl even though they're miserable, because they know if they divorce her, especially if they're a breadwinner, which again is a big part of you staying attractive, you're gonna lose half of your assets, you're gonna lose your children, you're gonna have to pay her alimony. So most guys are not going to leave their girl.
So
is what I'm trying to say.
You have to pay Why do you pay alimony?
If you're married for more than 10 years, you have to.
I'm asking why you pay alimony.
You have to keep her lifestyle at a certain level when you were together.
No, it's because she's foregoing her whole career in order to do the children.
All right, let's skip this because I don't really care too much. I'm not gonna lie. Both people in this situation are disadvantaged. If the man isn't disadvantaged if she's not requesting child support from him, but she's disadvantaged. So why wouldn't she request child support? You feel me? Child support is gonna fuck the man, but once again, the man can work his way out of that, do whatever. You feel me? There's a lot of stuff as a man where you can either get around that or you can just work harder. You feel me? Of course, it's not gonna be the best situation, but you feel me? That's your responsibility for having that child in the first place with a woman you wasn't gonna stay with. You feel me? Or wasn't the right person. You feel me? Then you gotta take accountability for that. On the woman's side, she kind of messed up too. You feel me? And she's messed up for forever. You feel me? For her whole life, because now she gotta, not her whole life, but a good 18, 21, maybe even 25 years, because she gotta take care of this child now. And it's gonna be hard finding a partner who's cool with that. You know what I mean?
Thing. So when you leave, the reason why you pay alimony is to compensate her for the fact that she's thrown her life away on the family that you just walked out on. But as
Let's skip to this, having leverage over
people can live their life.
My camera probably about to overheat and shut off soon, so I might stop it right here. And if y'all want me to look at the rest, what's next? Suppressing urges is being an adult. Building women they're complaining about. Suppressing urges is being an adult. That's blanket true. Like, to be an adult, you should learn how to curb your urges. Building women they're complaining about. Everyone complains about women. Women complain about men. Everyone has to build each other. You learn from your experiences. It's kind of like, bro, if you're going to be with someone, y'all building together, regardless of how good this person is, you're going to be building something. You're going to be learning from one another. So it's not that though you're building the woman or the woman is building you just as much as you're building the woman. And as long as you choose the right person, you really don't have to, you're not doing like no crazy building. If you choose a wrong person, this is when you're in this situation, building women they're complaining about. You feel me? If you're complaining about the woman that you're working with, that's your fault. Most of this shit is your fault, bro. Like, these don't listen to this man, not gonna watch that. FNF is successful because it makes men heard, whatever that means. You feel me? If you feel heard from Fresh and Fit, you need to get your life together. There's honestly, bro, you gotta take accountability for the things in your life that's going wrong. If you can't talk to women, can't get women, you need to look in the mirror. If all the women around you, you consider them to be trash and they don't know you feel me? You're looking at the wrong woman. That's really what it is. Because there's a woman out here that's on their shit, doing the right thing. You just looking in the wrong directions. Take accountability for everything that's going on wrong in your life. Look at yourself in the mirror. Figure out how to fix that shit. You feel me? Fix that shit. It's not like every single woman in the Western society is an Instagram thought and doesn't know how to act. Come on now. Not every woman is stupid. And if they were stupid and your mentality was being a single man and getting sex, then you should be swimming right now. You should be doing good. If your mentality is getting a relationship, bro, there's so many women out here. All of them are different. Not all of them or Instagram thoughts and think, like women you see on Fresh and Fit. So once again, take accountability. Destiny gets into it with MJ, right? I actually want to see that, but I don't think I'm going to have time for that because this recording is already 22 minutes. Let's get into this. Having leverage over women. I actually want to hear this.
No, I want to hear what you think.
No, I don't care. It's all good. But because you guys are pushing it as though that should be the normal, or we use like the weird, like the chimpanzee experience.
That
We say it should
question
be
makes no sense.
It makes no sense. You see,
The average guy can't do it. We know this.
No, I understand, but that's why I'm saying for people that are dating roughly, because most people date within their league, right?
Yeah.
There's a
Most
person
people-
that's making
most
average
men or
money that
most-
doesn't have any
Most men and women are dating within their league.
Leagues is not a thing.
I don't know per se, but I mean,
Okay, they are. That's the definition of a league.
Men who they can though.
Yeah.
Sure, men will they can, but most people are dating.
Like watching a bunch of babies argue, bro. I actually, this shit is entertaining for me because these grown-ass people, like when I look at them, it's almost like I'm seeing like grown-ass little kids, bro. And it's crazy because I look mad young for my age, but these niggas are like, they really argue. Like, it's crazy. People get older and grow up, but they still like argue and debate like little kids. Like, this is why I could never be in a debate, because I'm gonna just let niggas talk and I'm be like, yeah, I'm gonna pick apart like the little flaws in there. Or like, let's just go over this real quick and then I'll play it and then I'll pick apart shit that I'm hearing that, I don't agree with. But my logic and my basis for my argument right here and now is gonna be pretty solid. You feel me? Having leverage over your woman is good for a man if you really want, like, you feel me? Okay, so if you have leverage over your woman, you feel me? She's probably not going anywhere. So that's probably what you want. But at the same time, it's probably not what you want. you might want to have leverage to a certain degree, but if you have power over someone, it's like slavery. It's like going back to slavery, bro. Do they really want to be with you? There's a small likelihood that they don't want to be with you because of that power that they feel like you have over them. And this is why women are in the condition that they're in right now, because they felt powerless. You feel me? They want the power that men have. So you having this leverage over women is going to make her, it's likely, if she doesn't really love you or really she's really like with you for the right reasons, if you have this leverage over women, it's going to make her dislike you. She's going to grow like contempt within her heart. And she's going to realize the fact that she's with you is because you have that leverage over her. Once she realizes that, you know, wild shit is going to start happening. You feel me? But I wouldn't say leverage is necessarily bad, but you want her to be with you for the right reasons, bro. If it's equal, well, not saying equal, because someone is going to be above someone, and if you're talking financially, so someone's going to have leverage, somewhat leverage. But if you don't care about finances and you're doing well for yourself and you take care of yourself, then that's not even leverage, to be honest with you. You feel me? You really have to be outperforming your partner in a specific category like crazy to consider it leverage. And even then, it won't be leverage if your partner is doing well for themselves and they could take care of themselves and they don't need you. Feel me? That's why the women are like, what do I need a man for if I can do all this shit on my own? You feel me? What leverage do you have if she can do all this shit on her own? You feel me? Yeah, you may be significantly above her where you can increase her lifestyle, but if she don't want that, you have no leverage over her. You feel me? But if she likes you for who you are, she respects you for who you are, and you view her as an equal, and she knows you view her as an equal, and she views you as an equal, she gonna be, in that situation, she's with you for the right reasons. You feel me? She's not with you because you have all this power and you can control shit and you're over her. You feel me? Some women might want that, but that's not the way to go, bro. If you really want your girl to respect you for who you are, not the shit you have, not the power you have, leverage. Everyone wants power. And the thing is, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Power will mess you up. You know what I mean? And power is what makes people get with people for the wrong reasons. Money is the reason people get with people for the wrong reasons. You feel me? Be who you are. You feel me? That's the best way to put it. If you yourself, you be who you are, and she respects who you are, and she's with you for who you are, that's the greatest thing you can have, because she's not going to leave you, because she loves you for what you stand for who you are at the core, not like all of that extra shit that you gain throughout your life. That shit can go away like that. Then she going to leave you because now you have no more leverage, no more power over her. Let's go
roughly within the league. So because you guys, when you guys ask questions, you'll be like, "What?"
No. Because think about it, the girl that's like not working a job at Target or least Target is getting high value guys that are like successful.
Yeah, I'd argue.
Wait, hold on. No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
No, she's not.
She can.
Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, like, dude, there could be.
I'm sorry. Hold on. For the men on this podcast, who would date a woman working at Target?
I would.
They would.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
That's fucking wrong.
I would date a woman at Target. I would. I remember I saw one girl working at Walmart, bro. What's it called? Dwayne Reed? No, Walgreens. She was beautiful to me, bro. And I mean, we see it all the time. You feel me? You go to a carnival, you go to whoever, you see like a cashier or something, and she's mad beautiful, bro. She don't belong behind the cashier, bro. You would date her in a heartbeat. Just because she's beautiful. You don't even know if her mindset is right yet. But you would go on a date with her to figure it out, wouldn't you? Because she's beautiful, you feel me? So niggas would most definitely be with a girl who works at Target. Because niggas don't care, especially if you well off. Like, if I'm doing well for myself, I could take care of myself. And I could probably take care of you too. What do I care about what you do? I can build you up, probably. I could probably build you up.
You guys are cold. That is
You have
more cold than I've seen from anyone.
My last girl worked at Chick-fil-A.
How long did you date?
like 2 years ago.
I don't
Wait, you talk a lot about
you just started
materialism.
this podcast like 2 years
You
ago.
talk
like
a lot about
ago.
finances and the status and stuff like that. That seems really biased that you're looking down at people who work these
It's
jobs.
not about
but then
looking
you
down.
call it superficial if you want to date a young woman. But what's wrong with Chick-fil-A?
Hold on.
You talk so much about materialistic and about how money's the only thing that matters. But then here you go, fucking Pizza Hut is bad.
That's a young man's energy, okay? Listen, it's not about looking down on people, the data target. There's nothing, or
You're looking down on them.
I'm not looking down on
That's
anybody.
exactly what you just.
He just sunned him OD right there. I'm not gonna lie. He said that's a young man's energy. Nah, he is younger than him, but he sunned him crazy right there, saying that's a young man's energy.
Like, oh my God, you guys would date a Pizza Hut girl?
He's pointing out the reality.
No, hold on. There's a lot of coke going on right now. If you guys brought in a successful man and he walked in and his woman was wearing a McDonald's outfit, all of you would be wondering what the is going on. No matter how hot that woman is, all of you guys would be looking at the guy like, I don't know what's going on here.
Not really.
The reality
Successful? I mean, that's the same question. If your girl had nothing going for her,
but if he's successful, she wouldn't be walking in with a McDonald's outfit now, would she? So, that was a poor argument. You feel me? Even if she did work at McDonald's, she wouldn't be walking in a McDonald's dress if she's with someone successful. So,
herself, for the most part, would you date her? What did they say? Yes, they don't care.
That's called a cope. That's a cope.
No,
you don't think men cope like women do? That's absolutely
Bro,
right.
I mean, Destiny,
The reality is that here's the reality. Here's the real red pill, I guess, if you guys haven't had it yet. Okay, people are dating. People are dating within their league. Celebrities date celebrities.
You have a female idea of relationships. We don't think about leagues.
You absolutely do.
No, I don't. I want to be with a woman that's nice. That's cool.
You want to pick up women on this podcast because you're around the women on this podcast. That's what's happening.
I pick women everywhere.
Sure, but I'm saying generally it's going to be people in your league. That's generally people you're dating. That's generally people you get married. That's why celebrities date celebrities. YouTubers date
Putting us
YouTubers.
in his league just because we're on this podcast?
No.
Personally, I mean, Destiny's not wrong, but he's not right at the same time. A lot of people do date within leagues per se, because a woman dates up a man more than likely dating down, or at least they're on the same level economically. Like if I'm working whatever, my girl is gonna be something similar or getting on her way there, you feel me? If I'm making such and such money, my girl is going to be making close to the same, if not more, if not less, a little bit less, you feel me? So for the most part, that's true. But at the same time, it's not a good argument, you feel me? He's losing right here. I wouldn't personally, I wouldn't use that argument. I wouldn't make that argument, and I wouldn't try and like debate it between these niggas who really could give two shits. Like the red pill, the way these guys view relationships is mad weird. That's a poor argument to bring to them, in my personal opinion. Like all of them on this podcast, Fresh, Fit, SNEAKO, MJ, terrible argument to try and make in front of these specific people. Around regular people, you can make this argument. Not around these people, because they're not regular people. And that's why I'm ending this recording. But you feel me? It's entertaining watching these niggas argue, because the shit they saying, some of it is just like, it's all over the place. It's kind of off. And I feel like I'm bringing a more realistic like perspective to like regular people who work like regular jobs, 9 to 5 and shit like that, because these people are not real people, bro. They're real people, but they're not at the same time, you feel me? What they do, they're disconnected from like real people, although they still know real people, they talk to real people, they're around real people for the most part, but they're different at the same time, you feel me? They're not like regular people, so their arguments are gonna be like wild, kind of out there, you feel me?